I am now in Florianopolis, and this is a southern Brazilian beach city, and I'm on a bridge, and that is because this bridge connects the island to the mainland. Now the city itself is both the island and a bit of the mainland. The island is called Ilha de Santa Catarina. Now I only got here about 20 minutes ago, and I'm actually staying in a hostel. If I can get closer, just down there, and you can just see the balcony, and it's basically in the middle of nowhere. I chose this place because the bus station is just on the edge of the island just there, and it was the closest hostel I could find to stay without realizing that there's no shops, no nothing, except if I go towards the island across the bridge. So I thought I'd have a little wander, because there is a cafe, because I walked from the bus station to the hostel. Now it is a bit windy. I have got my microphone on for the first time with a little bit of fluff, so I'm hoping that's going to capture the sound better than without. So I left BC this morning at 11:15, which was the time of the bus, hoping to get here for about 2ish. Unfortunately the bus was delayed by an hour by the time it turned up. Got on, and then there was traffic jams all the way, and didn't arrive here till about, like I said, about 45 minutes ago, so about 4:15, and then walked across to the bridge. Now I am planning on staying here for possibly one night in that middle of nowhere hostel, and then find a beach and stay there. But then again, I might stay an extra night because the hostel is decent, and when I go back I'll show you what it's like. But the island itself, it is 54 kilometers long. It's 18 kilometers wide at the widest point, so it's not a small island, and all the beaches are on the other side, and there's about 40 different beaches, each with their own sort of vibe. Oh, there's a ship. Looks like a pirate ship in the middle there. Now this place attracts tourists not just from Brazil, but from Argentina, Paraguay, Uruguay. It's not too far away from the border of Uruguay itself, and I'm saying it's quite nice. All I've seen is the hostel and this bridge. So the other reason I wanted to stay at the hostel is the historical side. The centre of the city is just about a 10-minute walk from the bridge itself. So I thought I might as well stay down here, because it is cheap with a free breakfast. £13 a night. There's not a lot to see from here, and you can just see down there is nothing. There is no shops, no restaurants, no nothing, and I am hungry, and I was tempted to go to the cafe with all my backpacks before I got on the bridge, but I thought I'll actually drop my bags off, bring these to get some food. Now the quick research I have done in the hostel of 5 minutes before I come out, so there is 4 main beaches on this island, which is on the other side. And watching the TV in the hostel before I came out, there was a news report saying that this weekend is pre-carnival. So I don't know if that means extra tourists I mean, in the hostel that's down there, the reviews were amazing. And it's actually called the Bridge Hostel, obviously, because it's between this bridge and that one over there. So in this hostel there's only 3 people staying, so it's a bit quiet in the last one, and the beds look so comfortable, and it's really nice and cool, as in I need a blanket to get myself all snuggled up. Oh, there's a bit of a beach vibe down there. Well, a bit of a beach. So the bus route that came down was this one. It was, as I said, a bit of traffic along the way, stop and starting. It cost 54 Real to get here. The bus station, as I said, is just down there, so it's perfect for me right now. And even though it is pre-carnival and the beaches are meant to be amazing, I'm not being very lucky with the weather. So is beach life really what I want to do? Should I just stay for a couple of days? Decisions. So I'm just coming off the bridge. The cafe I saw is just across there, but I think I've come to a protest. There's a lot of flags being waved, drums, and the military police. Oh, there's loads over there as well. I'm allowed to have my camera out here. There's a little pathway through there, so I might have wandered down, but I might have a little view. Oh, oh, I really want to go over, but I want to have a look at the view of the bridge. Now this might be handy to have for the next 2 days I'm here. So this is the actual island itself. Now tomorrow I will be going into the centre, the historical side, to see more the culture, the history of this place. Oh, statue, man with a hat. Must be someone important. I guess, is this where the sunset is? I bet you're all going, go back to the protest. No, can't see much. See the pirate ship. I thought I'd be a bit nosy and have a quick look at what's happening. A few people wearing masks.
Então, gente, vamos seguir na luta. A gente tá organizando aqui, recebendo mais inscrições pra gente descer pro grande ato, pra gente conseguir, pra além de barrar esse aumento da passagem, também a tarifa zero nessa capital. Obrigado.
Lots of people getting involved. No idea what's happening. But I'm hungry, so I have come across the road. didn't realise how many police are actually around. There's loads over there. Big queue over there. Must be a serious one. I do like the flags. But I need food. So, cafe, bar. Let's have a look. Yeah. So I'm sat in the cafe. You've got the music, well, I say music coming from the other side. Nice view of the police, just in case they do anything. So basically, you've got order online. So it's got Wi-Fi, thank God. Gives you pictures of what I wanted, but they only do snacks. So I've ordered a carne baguette, which I think is meat baguette. And I know there's some shops around, because I did say, well, can I have some chips with it? Nope, no chips, no fritters. I do believe there's some shops down that way, so I might just get some stuff for the hostel. The hostel does do a free breakfast in the morning, thank you. So I am tempted to stay one more night, but what I'll do is grab my food, have a look around here, wait for something to happen, and then I'll show you the hostel. I don't know what's happening with this protest, because even though there's not that many people there, there's more police turning up, and I don't know if you can see in the background. So that's where I was just before, looking at the sights. There's horseback police. The horses have all got visors on. Wow. There's movement. I really want to have a look closer, but food's more important. And here it is. That is definitely baguette. I don't know what meat, if there is any meat in there. A little bit. I'm starving. Oh, there is meat. That's quite nice. I mean, I'm not a big fan of lots of veg, but you can really taste the meat, even though you can't see it. I'm going to enjoy this. So I've had my dinner. It was 47 real, and I did ask what they're protesting about, and I found out. This is hard to believe, but they're after a free bus for their school. They have to pay to get to school. They want to be a free bus. That's what they're protesting. So you can see the police horses in there. So yeah, students want a free bus. Am I joining? They deserve a free bus. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at the map, work out where I am, find a shop. So I found out where the supermarket is, or a shop, and it's where the protest is going, so I'm going to follow them and the horses. But I just thought show you this. This looks like the Totem da Lua, which says so down there. Totems. So I think this is the edge of the historical site, which is what I'll be doing tomorrow. But I do need to go to the shop. You can hear them in the background. The police horses are behind them as well. This protest is actually causing a big traffic jam. I don't think any of the drivers are quite happy about this. And the shop I need is just down here, I believe. Oh, there's another cafe. It's handy to know for tomorrow. Well, caught up with the the police horses. The shop is actually behind me, so I just wanted to see what was happening. It's not often you see a Brazilian protest in Brazil.
Nós estamos aqui hoje na frente da prefeitura de Florianópolis para dizer não só para o topote, mas para essa coisa de bandidos que não vamos aceitando aqui, não trabalhando, mas planejando como vão acabar com a vida dos trabalhadores, como vão acabar com a vida dos estudantes.
So that was the protest. Even the TV cameras were there, and I got given a leaflet. I don't think it's for a free bus. So that's the leaflet I was given. Bella Revel, I can't even say it. But there's things in the back all in Portuguese. They're all very excitable. And I did ask, which is really stupid of me, asked one of the people that was protesting, said, "Do you speak English? Is there a shop around here?" And he just went, "What?" But I think he pointed down here. I'm getting more and more into the centre. Now the only thing I'm worried about is the fact that I never really go out at night, and it is starting to get dark. Oh, that's a toy shop. No good. So I've been to the shop. I've got some snacks, including a bit of fruit to keep myself healthy, and I'm back on the bridge going back to the hostel. But I just thought I'd show you the sunset with the sun going down, with the clouds on the bridge. Wow. And just down there, I don't know if you can see it, I'm actually on the other side of the bridge this time. There's cannons. Look at that. I'll be down there tomorrow. So the hostel itself is probably about a 15-minute walk. So I'll see you there. So I'm back in the hostel. That was a long walk. I've got blisters coming back. So this is the room I'm in. It is really decent, and for 2, 4, 6, 8-man bunk, I've got the place to myself. You can tell I've unpacked already just about. There's a little balcony through here. I can sit out and watch the bridge all lit up, and across there is a yacht selling firm, some expensive yachts. But around the hostel itself, so this is the common area, really chilled. Bathroom, toilets through there. This is the reception area. Massive kitchen. And more chairs to sit down. I think this is the TV room. Big TV at the top. And I think just with my blisters is perfect for what I want. Breakfast between 7 and 9. Now this leaflet, I've just had to Google translate it. It is about the buses, but not free buses. Basically, they put the fares up. The fares have gone up to R7.70, which works out about £1.20, which I've been told is expensive for Brazil. So they're protesting about the price increase. Wow, there's a lot of police for that sort of thing. So that was an introduction to a new place, Florianopolis. I'm still trying to say it properly. And tomorrow I will be going down into the centre. I am going to rest my feet because the blisters are really, really killing me. It's called Middle Age. But if you've enjoyed this video, then all you've got to do is press that like button. If you want to see what the rest of the city is like, the centre, then subscribe. But until the next time, bye-bye for now.